Hello, everybody. I'm here at the Utah Art of Magic Festival, and I'm interviewing. This is Andrew Nadon from Salt Lake City. How you doing, Andrew?
Great. How are you?
Great. I wanted to ask you a few questions. How long have you been doing magic?
Oh gosh, since I was a little kid, about 5 years old.
Cool.
Saw some magic on TV and really fell in love with it. David Copperfield, that kind of thing.
Cool. So we have our group called Master Magic Mentors, and we're mentoring magicians from all over the world. What is some advice for like some beginner to intermediate type magicians, when they're getting their start in magic? Because there's obviously the world of products, as we know, but what would you say for like someone just kind of getting started, more like beginner magician? What's a good way to go about, say reviewing products, or just, a good way to find a mentor is what we recommend. But what would you say is a couple of advice for
a mentor? That's tricky. I feel like sometimes you kind of have to get lucky and fall into those. But as far as like resources that you can have, I can definitely recommend a couple of things that I had when I was a child and that have really helped me. Firstly, there's a book called Mark Wilson's Complete Course in Magic, which I think is one of the best beginner books you could possibly have. It covers all aspects of the art, and pretty well, and it gives you lots of little card sleights and things if you're into that, and mentalism and big stage illusions, all sorts of things. So that's a great resource to have.
Cool.
That I used. And then also I would say the Tarbell course, of course, on magic.
Definitely.
Books 1 through 8. If you want something much more in depth. The Mark Wilson's course will give you a very basic, nice, tight-wrapped package, and then the Tarbell course will expand your imagination. So it's great.
Cool. So what kind of magic, can you tell us what kind of like style that you have, developed, and what kind of, your magic act? Can you just kind of explain a little bit about that and about, your approach to magic?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've had a kind of a roller coaster journey with magic. I started off doing just magic. I didn't really get into mentalism. I didn't understand it. I was too young. And then I gave magic up when I started college, because I went to college for theater, for musical theater, and I kind of stopped doing magic for a long time. And it wasn't until after I had graduated, in fact years after I had graduated, that I finally started to pick up mentalism again. And for a long time I was stuck in mentalism. I was a mentalist. Don't you dare call me a magician. But I really found a home in it, and I found that it was just something that was easy, not necessarily easy for me to do, but yes, it was easy, and it came very natural to me to do that kind of magic. So I started to focus on that. And then it took me a couple of years of going gung-ho mentalism to start to realize, now wait a second, magic is part of this. It's what got me started in all of this. I've got to bring that back. I started to reincorporate some older things that I used to do, and incorporate a lot of new things that I've done. So my show now has kind of morphed into this dual show where I'll start off with magic and doing these cool looking things in magic, but then I'll stop in the middle of the show and I'll be like, now look, I've been performing for you, and thus far I've been doing tricks. Clearly what I've been doing is tricks to try to fool you, but then I'll move into that realm of magic that we all have to ask ourselves, is that real? Is that really still happening? And that's where the mentalism comes in. So I'll start to do things like reading minds and creating things with our imaginations that weren't there before but are clearly there. But
awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of my show. I don't know if that helps explain.
Very cool. Yeah. So do you have like any mentors yourself, or people that have influenced you in magic as along your path and your journey of the art of magic? Do you have some favorite effects, or some people that have really influenced you, or some things that have really helped you in the journey becoming a master?
Yeah, absolutely. The person I would consider my own personal mentor, at least someone who has given me so much wonderful advice, is Paul Draper. He's a very close friend of mine. We've known each other for quite a long time. and he kind of inspired me to pick up the Mentalist and start studying this new form of the art that I had not really looked into before. So
yeah, Paul is great. I know Paul. He's really he's also taught at college, like speaking, and he's really this great voice of magic.
Oh, he's great. No, he's
so
well spoken.
How long have you known Paul?
Yeah. How
long have you known Paul?
Since 1999.
Very cool.
Yeah, we went to university at Weber State University together.
Went together?
So.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. So we have this group, like I was telling you about, Master Magic Mentors, and that's where we're going to put this. We have a lot of different kinds of magicians. There's a lot of professionals. We have a lot of amateurs. It's to help, wherever you're at in magic. It's to help people along, to just better themselves and things like that.
Yeah.
So thanks for this interview, and
my pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.